Right folks, this is on my Trimui Smart Pro. I'm running Dreamcast game Ferrari F355. Will this game, which is a high graphic game, run well on the Trimui Smart Pro? You've guessed it, and I'm going to show you right now. I'm press the button, there we go. Alright, I finally got the button there now. So using the shoulder buttons, which of course the issue you've got with this is they're not analog shoulder buttons. So of course you haven't got the same control on braking and acceleration that you do have on a regular Dreamcast. But actually, because you've got traction control, brake assist, stuff like that on here, so you can catch that car in front, it actually doesn't hinder you too much. Doesn't hinder you too much. You know, hopefully you can see that the graphics on this, despite my driving, are running really smooth. The sound output on this device, but it's only like 40 quid, 50 quid's worth of device, is kind of alright, you know. It's a little bit tinny, it's a tiny little speaker in there, and you can plug headphones in if you want to get a better audio experience, but I'm a long way off the pace. And of course this game was always very, very difficult to play back in the day. It wasn't one of these easy racing games, but anyway, despite being a long way off the pace, you can hopefully see the graphics are smooth, the frame rates are good. This game was stand out at the time because, bear in mind, it's competing with stuff like whatever was on the PlayStation 1, you know. PlayStation 2 was nowhere to be seen at this time. So to have graphics with no pop-up, with good frame rates, detailed graphics, and all of that, it's a different league to what the PlayStation was doing. You can see my controller, they weren't very good. What you'll also notice on here, you can see, hopefully, I'll just try and do it now. You've got analog sticks on the machine, which on the little console, which you can hopefully see there are working pretty well. You can see that from the hands of my guy driving. So I can be, you know, you can drive theoretically, and I've done it well in a couple of races. You can drive accurately in terms of steering. The other thing you can also do, apparently I've tried it but without success, you can fit or connect up to Xbox 360 controllers. Apparently, I've tried with Xbox One controllers, it wasn't having it. I've tried with a Wii controller, it wasn't having it, but you can apparently get it set up, so we'll look out for that and see if we can set out how to do that. As you got around the bend that time, it's a 3-lap race. I'm not going to see anyone else, but this game really does work well, and hopefully you can just see the quality of the graphics here. The only thing that Trimui doesn't do is you can't use HDMI or anything to export the game onto something like a television or a screen, so you're stuck with a handheld. I sold my Vita to get this, and you know, I'm really happy I did that because I've got so many games I can now play on Dreamcast, on PlayStation, on arcade, on SNES, on Mega Drive. It goes on and on. PSP, it will play PSP. Not every game, but it will play some good PSP games. So Pursuit Force, for example, which is a great racing kind of shoot 'em up game, runs smooth. But then other games like Killzone don't run very well at all. So it's a bit horses for courses on the PSP, but on the Dreamcast, they do run pretty good, I would say. A few glitches here and there on Virtua Striker. Virtua Tennis runs brilliantly. This game, as you can see, runs smoothly. If I can get out of the controls and drive like an absolute legend, it would be a bit better. So there you go. Ferrari F355 running on Dreamcast, running on Trimui Smart Pro, a real cheap handheld. And there we go. Now what I'll do now, 8. So yeah, that's par for the course for me on this game. Graphics as well are a little bit cleaner than you're seeing on the screen. On the screen at the moment, they look a little bit warmer than they actually are. So as you can see, finished second bottom with 13 points. I managed to finish quite well on one of the races. It gives you these little replays and that at the end of the matches, at the end of the races, and graphics for the day were really, really good. You know, this was like groundbreaking. Hopefully you can get that on the screen, even if you can't see it as clearly as perhaps I would like you to. You can certainly see it's running smoothly, no frame rate issues. So there you go, folks. If you want me to play anything else on this Trimui, or you've got any questions, let me know. Catch you guys on the Racing Schmation flip side. Hope you don't mind my guitar in. I couldn't have said it better myself.